Haseki Hürrem, favorite wife of the Sultan. Death of the Grand Vizier. Hürrem Sultan managed to get rid of her longtime rival, Mahidevrantól, at the moment when her son Mustafa was reaching his maturity, was sent to Sanjak, the administrative district of the Ottoman Empire, as governor, to study the art of public administration. His mother accompanied him to Sanjak. Yet Hürrem Sultan did not waste any time. She continued to strengthen her position in the palace, and in spite of well-established, centuries-old Ottoman traditions, she became the official wife of the Sultan. Having become a Muslim and earned her freedom, Hürrem slowly and faithfully began to push Süleyman, who was in love with her, towards marriage. To do so, the cunning Hürrem deprived her Padishah of the night of love, saying that her religion forbade it. By her words, it was a sin, and the laws of God forbid her to engage in fornication. What else could Süleyman, who is burning with love, do? The Sultan decided to enter an official marriage with his beloved concubine, setting a precedent for future generations. Before Süleyman I, no Sultan of the Ottoman Empire married his concubines. But in addition to marriage, he introduced a separate title for Hürrem, Haseki, which meant favorite and only wife of the Sultan. After Süleyman married Hürrem, her status automatically rose, not only over all the other harem women, but also over many state husbands. Haseki Hürrem Sultan was the second most important and influential woman in the harem after Padishah's mother, Hafsa Valide Sultan. However, soon after the marriage of Süleyman and Hürrem, in the same year, Valide Sultan died, and Hürrem became the most influential woman not only in the harem, but also in the entire empire. In another world, the beloved mother-in-law set off, of course, but not without the help of her loathed daughter-in-law. While in bed after a stroke, Valide received news from Hürrem that her beloved son-in-law, Ibrahim Pasha, was cheating on her daughter Hatice, and was soon expecting a baby from the harem Khalifah. The news worsened Valide's condition, leading to her death. However, standing in the path of the determined and forward-thinking Haseki Sultan was still quite a strong rival, Ibrahim Pasha, the Grand Vizier and right hand of Süleyman. Since Ibrahim Pasha openly supported Shahzadeh Mustafa, he automatically became Hürrem Sultan's enemy, and thus eliminating him became her first priority. And at every opportunity, Hürrem pushed Süleyman to see all the mistakes that the Grand Vizier made. Everything was in play: intrigues, fabrication, and vanity traps. To the great luck of Haseki Hürrem Sultan, Ibrahim Pasha made a series of fatal mistakes all on his own, mistakes that Padishah could not forgive. Firstly, Ibrahim Pasha was married to Süleyman's beloved sister Hatice, but had an affair with the harem Khalifah, who then gave birth to his daughter. Secondly, during one of the conquests, Ibrahim Pasha took the nickname Sultan Seraskir, which stood for Sultan Commander-in-Chief. Being an experienced military leader, Ibrahim Pasha dreamed of conquering the lands of the Safavid Persian Empire, and by executing Shah Tahmasp, he took his throne. These circumstances not only undermined Süleyman's trust in the Grand Vizier, but also insulted him to the core. Süleyman considered Ibrahim to be not only a close friend and son-in-law, he trusted him fully, endowing him with great power and even protecting Ibrahim Pasha from himself by an oath that wouldn't allow him to be executed by Süleyman during Süleyman's rule. In addition, rumors began to reach Süleyman Sultan, of course with the help of Hürrem Sultan, about Ibrahim Pasha supporting Süleyman's oldest son Mustafa in helping him win the sympathy of both ordinary people and the army of Janissaries. These circumstances forced Süleyman to think about executing his once best friend Ibrahim Pasha. In order not to break the vow he made to the Grand Vizier, Süleyman consulted Ebu Suud Effendi, the highest official in Islamic issues in Istanbul, who gave him the following explanation. Life is activity. When we sleep, we do not live. Let him die while you are asleep. And Ibrahim Pasha was executed while Sultan Süleyman was sleeping, just like that. the long, exhausting rivalry between Haseki Hürrem Sultan and Ibrahim Pasha came to an end. However, there was still the most important and most significant rival of Hürrem, Mustafa Shahzadeh.